All right, so for today's trade recap, we closed early. We secured a winning day of $200. I need two more winning days to request another 25K payout, and then I'll be back to taking normal setups. But normally I don't go over winning day trades, but this setup specifically, or this winning day, was an actual setup. So this would be something that I would actually like hold fully, like every other time. But just because I'm so close to securing that payout and there's really no need for me to hold longer or try to put more risk on the table, I just decided to close early. But it ended up playing out fully, and the trade was pretty. It was really nice. It was an A+ setup. So let's go over it real quick. And trade recaps right here. So here's the P&L, $200 a day. We're almost at the 10K balance again. Need two more winning days, and right here, this was the trade that I took. So now going into the day, right? Let's go to market replay really quick. Let's go to the hourly actually. Replay trading, launch bar replay, and then go to right here. Right here is good enough. Okay. So we're at all-time highs right now, right? So this is all-time highs right here. And basically in index analysis, I actually wasn't even looking to take a trade. We were at all-time highs, and we had read folder news at 10, and it was an early market close as well. So market closed at 1 p.m. today. And honestly, I was just waiting for 10 a.m. news to drop to take a trade, but I saw this setup appear like 5-10 minutes before news, and it's something that I would take every time. So my thought process was, if this trade didn't hit before 10 a.m. news, I would just go break even at like 9:59. And I think it did actually end up hitting before news, if I remember correctly. But yeah, let's just get into the trade. So we're all-time highs, and if we go to market open, we're just like right about here, right here. So market open, we rip up right here, and we see some sort of little retrace happen, and on the 5-minute, we have this gap right here. So during all-time highs, I'm only looking to long, and if there's not any like I'm looking for internal structure to form, right? So I'm not just going to long the top, right? I'm going to wait for a little retrace and then take a setup back to, these highs, and then hold a little bit further to psychological levels. Psychological levels are like round numbers, right? So 23K or 23,100, 23,200, you get the point. Round numbers is what I look to target, because you don't know how high all-time highs is going to be, right? So I like to extend my take profits a little bit more. But anyway, we're in this 5-minute gap, and then we get a nice rejection out of it right here. And we have this 2-minute gap, or actually, let me just go one candle before. So we have this 2-minute gap right here, and I was looking at this candle. I thought we would actually close, but we end up closing inside of the gap, and then I dropped back down to the 1-minute, and then I see that we reject off of this 1-minute gap right here. So instead of waiting for that 2-minute inverse, I decide to enter off of this 1-minute rejection right here, because thinking about it logically, right? We reject off of this 5-minute gap right here. We're at all-time highs. Price clearly wants to go higher. So we failed to inverse the 2-minute gap on the first candle close, but then this 1-minute gap right here holds, and we get a nice rejection off of it. So I'm already confident enough to enter just based off of this rejection. because we have a nice V-shaped recovery forming and we're at all-time highs and the clear targets are higher. So I'm targeting 23K right here, right? 23K. And then this is my break-even point right here. And then my stop loss is at the bodies. People were asking me, okay, when do you put your stop loss at the wick compared to the bodies? Well, if the wicks are long enough, then I'll just put it at the bodies because, like based off the reaction, I'll just put it at the bodies because price shouldn't really go this low. And if it does go this low, we might as well just go out and re-sweep the low that tapped into whatever gap, right? Like if you look at the 5-minute, we fully fill this 5-minute gap. So there's honestly no reason for price to go back to even the bodies of the candle. And if it does, then more than likely my trade idea is invalidated. All right, so I go in with one contract right here, and then I put my stop loss right here. So it's like technically $360. I guess you could say I close at negative RR, but my full TP is like actually right here, right? But I just closed early because I want to secure that $200 winning day. So playing out the candles, you see we get an instant reaction right there. But I close at like $200, wherever that is. Okay, boom, perfect. I close at $200, secure that winning day, but the full TP ends up playing out. And if anything, I would size more on this trade. So I'd probably go in with 3 contracts. So I'm risking what, like 17? Yeah, 17 points times 60. Let's just go back real quick and see what that risk would be really quick. So yeah, if I went in full size, it would be with 3 contracts and my stop loss would be here. So yeah, typical $1,000 risk, and then my TP would be here. So I would have made 2.5K if I actually went in with full size. So yeah, that was basically it for the trade. If you're not already in the free Discord, go ahead and join. I do index analysis. I just give my thoughts and ideas Tuesdays through Thursday, and Monday and Friday I actually do free live streams in the live analysis tab right here. So yeah, go ahead and join. I'll drop it down in the description, and I will see you guys next video.